How's it going, people? Welcome back to another installment of Unstitched. And this week, we're going to be discussing certain finishes on shoes. Are you a leather person or are you an exotic person? Are you with the gator, the ostrich, the snake skin? Are you one of these guys? So this week, that's what we're going to debate. I'm not going to tell you where I am now, but by the guy holding up those shoes, you might kind of see where he might be on this position. Richie, let us know. Show your hand.
Hey, no problem there. Get ready, guys. Let's have some fun. Exotic skins is exactly what that is. A lot of fun. Some people, they like to play it safe. They like to be boring with their shoes and just go with calf leather or regular finish. But when you're really ready to step out and make a statement, sometimes it's fun to do a little gator, do a little ostrich, snakeskin, get a little wild with it, show your personality. What do you think, Anton?
Well, I mean, for the guy who's always calling me saying I got to take, give attention to myself and all kinds of stuff like that, I think it's a bit much. Especially, like I remember whenever I think of gators, I think about, purple and pink and blue and, square toes and all kinds of stuff. And it just makes me think of loud suits and permed hair. And it's just something that just doesn't sit right with my soul with, the exotics. It's just, call me old fashioned, which nobody ever will. They'll call you old fashioned, but not me. But I don't know. It's just something about the some of the exotics. I think a lot of times, so many people have gone so far with them that it's just kind of, in my opinion, it's kind of turned me off to them because I think it's a little bit much for me. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? Anytime we have one of these debates, I'm starting to notice a pattern here. I'm not trying to pick, but it's always Anton saying, it's just no good reason why not to do it. It's just no, it's too different. It's just too weird. It's just too out there. And
I didn't want to say it, but you're gonna look like a pimp, okay?
Let's just be honest. Let's say what you're thinking.
All right. I get pimp vibes. I'm sorry. I get pimp vibes. I didn't want to, I didn't want to ostracize maybe half of our audience or anything. And I might be wrong on this. Maybe it's some traumatic things in my life, things I've seen on TV. I don't know. I grew up around the way.
Yeah. We'll make sure we keep the coat hangers away from you. So no flashbacks for you. But one of the things that I like is, like I said, you can express your individuality. And it can be done in pieces. You don't have to go full ostrich. You don't have to go full gator, full snakeskin. Just a little bit of splash here and there adds a nice little touch. One of the other things about it is if you want to go for that wow factor, it's a good way to do it. I mean, you could have on a plain suit, but then when people look down and they see the gator,
yeah,
they know you stepped it up a notch. Come on, let's be real.
Like, I guess if you went to like maybe a nice event or something, maybe, I don't know, maybe like the Players Ball, something like that. Like if you got the gators, then, I mean, I guess I can see that people, but I mean, there's going to be like 1,000 pair of gators there or something. It's going to be exotics all over the place, tiger, all kinds of stuff. So, I mean, no, Richie, it's just, sometimes it's just too much. Like, and then where do you take those shoes to even get, like, you got to take them to an exotic place to get cleaned and to get prepared. Like, like you can't take it to a regular cobbler. He doesn't, he doesn't deal with this. He's used to leather.
What are you saying? I got to go to the zoo?
Maybe a specialist, maybe Europe. You got to go to Europe.
Dr. Doolittle. No, the greatest thing that I like about it, like I said, I keep going back to it, is you can express your individuality. And I don't know, maybe it's a Detroit thing,
Oh, Detroit, it's definitely a Detroit thing.
Where my Detroit people thing. At? What up, though? The Detroit people, they know that the gator's a thing. Now, the other part of doing animal skin, animal skin. We're not talking about print. Hold on.
The Detroit is really coming out of you right now.
You thought you had me. No. The other thing about it is it shows that not afraid to spend a little bit because that animal skin costs a little bit extra. Let's be real. To get the gator, to get the ostrich, to get the snake skin, even if you're in the cowboy boot thing, down in Texas, where my Texas people at, they know you get the snakeskin boots, stuff like that. It's a sign of almost a level of respect that you're going to get from people in your community, because they're going to know this guy, he's dialed in. He's dialed in, and he's not afraid to go the little extra mile to really stand out. And sometimes you just want to do that, man. You just want to stand out.
I mean, we try to stay away from, the sartorial crowd, because it's a little too stuffy and everything. And we're not discounting what those guys do. We love, some of that stuff too. But when have you ever seen any exotics, on Savile Row or on any of the fashion weeks or anything? I mean, come on. Like, it's very subjective, bro. Like, it's super subjective. I think it might even be regional. Like, it might even be regional. There's, there's certain pockets of, the states that really embrace the exotics. Like, it's just certain pockets. And I'm not even going to stick it to with ethnicity. I think we probably like them a little bit more, like, especially from being around the way, you were able to step out in a nice pair of gaiters or some ostrich or some snakes. And it really was a status symbol. I'll give you that. I will concede that. It was a status symbol to be able to get some of those exotics. I remember back in the day, man, you might spend, and I'm talking, I was young, $6,000-$8,000 for a pair of, exotics. And, if you had some real ones or whatever, some name brand, it really did hold weight. So I get that. It was a bit of a status symbol, but all right, I knew this guy spent a lot of money, but he's probably doing something felonious in his evening. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's just bad connotations for me, bad connotations.
But if you want to be like the King of Zamunda and step out with, some lion, some real lion, there's nothing wrong with it, man. To each their own, we're going to leave it up to the people. And
yeah,
I will say this. Yeah, you're right. It's up for debate, but I think it's going to be regional, like you said.
I do.
In regional pockets, certain areas of the country, Texas, Detroit, things like that, they're going to kind of gravitate towards that. Let's see what happens when we put it to a vote. It's not something I do all the time, but every once in a while I like to pull it out and bam, surprise you. You didn't think, Mr. Classic was going to do this, but got some tricks up my sleeve yet. You guys, let us know in the comments, what do you think? Exotics or stay away from it? Unstitched.